for joining us here today. We're just going to ask you a few questions. So, while you were undertaking your doctoral studies, you had a mentor in addition to your PhD supervisors. Can you describe to me any of the benefits of mentoring you received?
Yeah, sure. I remember very vividly actually starting my PhD and being really excited about it and a little bit apprehensive about how much there was to do. And my supervisor talked to me in that first couple of weeks about also getting a mentor. And it was a bit of a shock, really. I hadn't really thought about having a mentor before. And I initially thought, oh my goodness me, do I need someone else telling me what I need to be doing? I feel like I've got enough work. But actually, it's been really helpful, immensely helpful, actually, and has given me many benefits over the past 5 years and still going on to this day. And I think one of the main benefits is that it gives me time to have a confidential space with someone that is separate to my supervisory team. And during your PhD, sometimes can be quite stressful, sometimes can be quite difficult. But it was really nice to have somebody from outside of my own research area and outside of my supervisory team who I could meet with on a fairly regular basis and just explain some of the things that perhaps I was finding difficult, either whether they were sort of real practical things about how I was not finding enough time to, I thought, read enough or to keep up with the new literature, or down to the facts of maybe I was finding it difficult to have interactions with certain people in the teams and to step into that PhD space. And actually, it was really helpful just to have some real world experience and have them sort of say whether they'd had other people that they knew go through that experience or themselves, and to give me some idea about how to challenge those. It was also really helpful as well to have somebody who could have a bird's eye view of my career and wasn't so involved in the day-to-day work. So they identified areas that I thought I could really use to improve myself, things like going for prizes or identifying leadership opportunities, or perhaps gaps in my CV that I just hadn't spotted really. And that was really helpful for them to just identify those and then to me to target them, but also for them to give me some encouragement or some guidance in targeting those areas that were perhaps lacking. And that's really borne fruit as I've progressed, and I've won a few prizes now, and I've started to take on leadership opportunities and seize those chances to develop study days and to work in different areas, and that's been really helpful. So it's been a multiple benefits to me to having a mentor, for sure.
That's great. Thank you so much. So now that you've finished and had gained your doctoral title, what advice would you offer to someone thinking about requesting a mentor?
Yeah, I think I would say to just do it, really. It can be quite intimidating thinking that you're going to get somebody who is so experienced and so advanced in their career, but it can only be a positive experience, I've found anyway, and it can make a real difference and help you to take that next step. So the ability to, within the ICA Mentorship Scheme, to be able to look through a vast array of different mentors and to request certain mentors, and then for them to be able to be allocated to you, was a real opportunity of perhaps people who I hadn't come across or I didn't know about, but actually were really influential in my career then over the last 5 years. And also, if somebody's not on there that you think might make a difference, there's no harm in having more than one mentor. I've got two myself now, one through the ICA Mentorship Scheme and one through a different scheme, and they both bring different things to the table. They're both, one's a physiotherapist, one's a therapeutic radiography, so completely outside of my arena, but actually they still have identities and experiences of leadership and of stepping into that doctoral, postdoctoral, and then on towards professorship. So they can offer real ambitions. And I think I would just say to do it, really, to take that leap, because it gives you the opportunities to really talk about your career in a safe space that can really move on your whole opportunities.
Definitely, that's amazing. Thank you. So, is there anything else you would like to say about your doctoral journey?
Yeah, I think I can certainly remember starting it and thinking what a great opportunity this was, and yet also how terrifying it seemed at the time. But it's been the most challenging and yet the most rewarding part of my career to date, and something that I think has been really beneficial for me, and I've just gone from strength to strength now. It's given me opportunities in my career that I don't think I ever would have had before. It's given me time to step away from that frontline clinical role and really concentrate on an area of research that I felt really passionate about, but also to build my career and to develop my opportunities outside of my direct research, so into leadership and into mentorship myself now as a mentor, and also then onwards towards supervision of MSc and PhD students. And that's something that I feel I really need to step up to now. So it's really given me that opportunity to do that. So really take the opportunity and seize it if you can. It'll be difficult. It's not meant to be easy, and it certainly isn't that, but it's provided huge amounts of opportunities for me and really benefited my career to date.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.